ಶಿಬಳ್ಳಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿ ಉಮ್ಮೋತುಕೆ ಶಿಬಳ್ಳಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿ ಉಮ್ಮೋತುಕೆ ಶಿಬಳ್ಳಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿ ಶಿಬಳ್ಳಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿ.
We have got some new additions to the Delusions. Yuhao from A Winter Sun and Gaul from See You at Work Tomorrow. I'm combining these two because they are minor parts of their respective series. So, what's the common ground? They both step away from their partners for an extended period of time and then shamelessly return, expecting to be ascribed all glory, honor, adoration, and praise. Ministers of enjoyment that they are counting on the good-hearted nature of the people they abandoned to slip, slide, and cruise back into their lives. Imagine how self-important and delulu you have to be to think you are entitled to walk in and out of a person's life as you please. To think you can discard them and then pick them back up right where you left them. Even trash should be moved from one spot to another by the wind and other forces of nature. Talk more of an entire human being. I really would have loved the opportunity to tell these guys, you're not even an afterthought at this point, baby. That is you aiming too high. You are a post afterthought.
You're an insignificant ass.
These two should be the faces of a campaign that reads, Audacity is free and legal, because I just imagine that they have nothing but 100% pure audacity running through their blood vessels. You really would have to watch their series to experience the length, breadth, and width of their effrontery. But for now, let's just look at two scenes that gives us a small taste of their deluluness. This man knows that Qinlang was used, betrayed, and abandoned by a man who also happens to be himself. And after basically 7 years of no contact, he reappears. Qinlang has been ignoring his calls and his texts. And as we all know, if someone does that, it means you should track them down and show up at their door. They're definitely going to welcome you. No one who knows the history of these two would berate Qinlang if he had greeted him with a gun on one hand and a sword and grenade on the other. Qinlang actually quite peacefully doesn't open the door, but still responds from the other side. Yuhao doesn't like that. He is worked up because Qinlang won't open the door for him, like he's some irresistible siren. He's angry and frustrated because Qinlang won't allow himself to be used to revive his already composting career. My brother in Christ, he doesn't want to interact with you in any way, shape or form. The door, or more like move away from the door since the door is already closed. Let me set up the events leading to this scene. Gaul and Jiyeon were friends first and then began dating. He knew she wanted marriage and to settle down, but he didn't, so he just up and disappeared. No bye-bye, no note, nothing. And he doesn't respond to any of her numerous messages asking where he is, how he is, what he's doing, if he's okay. With the way he shows up, a blinding smile on his face and even hugging her, you might think, oh, what he did was probably not that bad. Maybe he went no contact for a week, a month maybe, okay, 2 months maybe. He ghosted her for 8 freaking months. 8. If she had been pregnant when he left, the baby would probably be out in the world now, gugu gagain. He not only reappears, he thinks they can just pick this up right where they left off, as if she has the word doormat tattooed on her forehead. If she had greeted him like this, I wouldn't consider it extreme. So the delusion to expect not just a civil welcome, but a joyful one. Excuse me, sir. Are you mad? After getting his hand on some blackmail material, Yuhao forces Qinlang to shoot a variety show with him where they can pretend, the keyword here is pretend, to be on good terms. The show finishes filming, everyone goes home, the end. Right? right? Not with this idiot. He calls Jinlang to ask if he's doing okay being alone and that he could come over to meet him or Jinlang could come over to his place.
Ecstatic.
Ah, yes. When you force someone who repeatedly rejected you to act all nice with you on a show, then obviously those fake acts will trigger their brain to amnesia all the times you treated them like dirt, leaving only a clean and pristine image of you. Yes, that is how it works, obviously. We all know that the secret ingredients to repairing a relationship you destroyed with your own hands is to forcefully insert yourself back in the person's life. It's the casualness in his voice as he speaks, like he and Chilang are best buddies and he can just waltz in whenever he likes.
No ma'am. No ma'am.
Jiyoon's rejection of Gaul after their first reunion doesn't quite register because he can't break up with her. So he shows up again and even proposes marriage. His gasted flabbers can't believe she won't just let all those past things go and continue a relationship with him. He completely expected that she'll still be there waiting for him, like she's some piece of pottery that he locked in storage and can take out and admire whenever he feels like it. Completely delulu and evil, if you ask me. The winter sun hasn't ended and I drop to you at work tomorrow. So as of now, I don't know if there will be extra displays of delusions from these two, but I think what they've shown so far is enough to guarantee them a spot in the Delulu verse. Also, as an outsider looking in, it is laughable, absolutely hilarious that these two think that they have any chance. Especially in Yuhao's case. Have you seen Chanyang? Have you met Chanyang? Like, there's just no way.